Hello friends, welcome back. Clearing the space. I don't know if you even heard that. Okay, well, we're gonna try to get February reading done. So this is February's reading for the last half of the month of October. Okay, so February babies, this is your reading for the last half of the month of October. Let's see what comes up for you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Let's see. My heart is open to love. Well, that's great, because there are people that don't have that. So you're already maybe luckier than some others. Because having an open heart is a good thing as long as you know how to protect your energy. That's kind of a big deal. Otherwise you get wounded easily. Also, be careful of what you tell people, because they'll use that information against you. Yes, they will. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which do you focus on? Okay, February, what do you focus on? Life can be good and life can be other than that. Whoa. So, what's our angel card going to come up for you? Well, with an open heart, I'm guessing you're focusing on wonderful. Let's see what this little bit of advice comes up. Let's see. Little advice for February. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Organize for success. Yeah, I got a lot of little projects going on and I have to keep them all organized and moving forward. So, yeah, that's good advice anytime for anyone. Alright. And the Soul's Book of Answers will say, a broken plate cannot be rejoined. However, the Japanese disagree. Okay, now the tarot. And we have this cute little tarot deck called Lucky Journey. Lucky Journey, which is what we're on. This is our Lucky Journey. Okay. Lucky Journey. What message do you have for February, for the second half of the month of October in 2024? And these readings are under the grouping of monthly readings. So if you want to go back, if you want to look at what happened last month, or you want to read one that was previous, all you got to do is go into the monthly and scan through there and you'll find them. When I get enough of them, I'll break them down into the months, but right now I don't have that many. I think I only have 3. So, should be easy enough. What's that, 36 videos go through? That's not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, here we are in the corner. Alright, what's coming out for February? Oh, the Star. Nice place to start. Hopeful. Brand new energy. In and out of conscious and subconscious thoughts. Yeah, nice way to start. Are you the Star? February. And another major arcana. The challenge is going inward for reflection. Stepping back and going inward. You're so busy being brilliant that going inward is difficult. Or maybe you're forced to go inward and you want to be brilliant. That could be too. Either. Whatever fits. Alright. And so you've got a decision to make, I guess. This feels like a decision, either one way or the other. They say when you make that decision, if you go one way, the other path disappears completely. So they're exclusionary. They exclude the other one. If you choose this way, this goes away. If you choose this way, this goes away. So a decision has to be made. And this is interesting because these two are also kind of opposing forces. Interesting, we're seeing a lot of dichotomy here. The Hermit. Man, you saw me shuffle these cards. Yeah, again, introspection. That's the goal here. So you're trying to get to the Hanged Man. Wow. This is crazy reading. I guess you're trying to go, you're just so busy being sparkly all the time. You need to go inward for reflection. And you're, I guess, fighting with either how to get there or whether you really want to go or not. Maybe that's why you have to go. Because you don't know why you need to go. So you're stuck there because you don't have a reason, yet you're being compelled to go. And you won't walk by faith. So you're being compelled there, and that's the goal. Because the Hermit and the Hanged Man have similar lightness in their cards. Interesting, it shows up so quickly in this reading. Yeah, and another dichotomy over here. Life can be hard and, you know, life can be wonderful. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? There's a lot of conflict and lack of cooperation. I think that's why you're being forced into a decision to go inward. And this is, you're struggling with this because you don't spend a lot of time reflecting on your actions or that kind of thing, you know, you just kind of go with whatever. But it's causing you to have some sort of, I feel like this is restlessness. Like it's restless energy, it's uncooperative, and it's, maybe this is you wrestling with your mind. You're trying to go inward, and when you go inward, this is where you end up. So you keep leaving because it's not cooperative, and it's restless, and it's almost combative when you go inward, so you don't do it, which is really not a reason. It's not a reason. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean you just give up. And your resources are that, you know, equal give and take. You're willing to help out a little bit. You're willing to do a little bit of work to see some results. And you would like help. You want it to be, you know, fair and easy, but it's not that. When you are in self-reflection, it's not fair or easy. So, I mean, if you're waiting for that, it's not there. It's conflicting your thoughts about what it should be. But it's, you know, you have tools of, you can make it as fair as you want to make it. It's all about perception, and that's why you need to go inward, because you don't understand those things. You don't know how to use this because you haven't accessed this internal flame and wisdom. And yet you're stuck at a decision, you don't want to do it, and you're very conflicted because when you try to do it, it's not easy. I think that's what's happening here. So, oh man, another major arcana. This is a major life decision right now. This is big stuff. These are very big cards. Seriously. How many major arcanas? 2, 3, 4 out of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That's, you know, like half. Wow. And in strategic positions. Anyway, temperance. So you're trying to balance this. Here you are, you know, stuck in your decision, you're restless. You're trying to balance this. You're trying to figure this out. You're trying to balance the emotions and the psychic energy and the physical aspects of it and the feelings that you have about all of this. You're trying to balance all those things. So the fact that you see yourself as making the attempt is a very positive sign, because at least you're making the attempt. And you know what else? Archangel Michael is on this card, and that means if you are sincerely making the attempt, you'll get help. You won't have to do it alone. And that might be the equal give and take. You're not seeing the help because it's unseen. It's the realm unseen, and you will get assistance if you sincerely do the work. If you sincerely do this, you will be doing this, which will allow you to have the assistance and rid you of the conflict. Okay, and yeah, here it is, balancing again, balancing and balancing. The environment is balancing. These are the two balance cards in the tarot. Balancing and balancing. So, the environment is one of, let's attempt to balance this stuff out. And I think it is. That's why this is a major arcana message, because there is some urgency. The environment in which we sit is changing rapidly. And we're sort of screeching to the end of a long mission. Maybe not the end, but a point of transition and a point of transformation. And you kind of need to establish yourself as being, you know, somewhere on the spectrum so that they can figure out which way to channel you. So now's your chance to rank up, you know, if you have the option right before the assessment in order to bring us all forward. Yeah, 5 of Swords. You have fear that it's going to be maybe an unfair fight, or a lot of show about nothing, or disappointment because of others' actions. There's a lot of concerns about other people, and again, that's this kind of energy. Maybe not other people, but when you go inward, it's other aspects of yourself that you're trying to wrestle with. It could be that as well, because this is a lot about self-reflection, balancing. So this is the inner journey, essentially, is, you know, you go inward and you try to balance. You balance your chakras, you balance out extreme feelings, whatever they are. You know, could be hate, could be fear, could be love, could be anything. You try to balance those out and understand them better so that they are more under control and less out of control. That's the inner journey. And it gets you to self-sovereignty. It gets you through the journey, and at the end that bears the rewards of the journey. It's not so much about money, it's about self-possession, self-value. Those kinds of things are what you achieve by doing this. So, you know, this is really the focus of the reading here is how do you do this? How do you get here? Well, you are brilliant, so remember to start with that. Brilliant people, don't fail. They find their own way through things. And this Hanged Man here, yeah, that's the challenge, but the goal is being the hermit. So withdraw from all of the preconceived ideas of who and what you are and where you live. Just kind of wipe that all clean and then come into your senses fully and look around and see what is actually there as opposed to what you think is there. Is that making sense? Because that's what's coming through for me to deliver to you. Don't buy into the illusion as much as use what you have, your senses, and maybe your extra perception, things that you don't recognize as maybe your own. Use those things, your intuition or gut hunch or whatever you want to call it. Grandma's funny little twinkly energy or something. But, use it and use that aspect as a skill. Use that aspect as a strength and develop it for your own benefit. Oh, there's wealth. Here's wealth. You have wealth. Maybe wealth of information, wealth of talent, wealth of spirit, wealth of friends and family, relatives, ascended people. You have a lot of things, essentially, that you could access. So there's a lot of, especially this subject, there's a lot written out there. Be careful what you read. There's misinformation. Strength. I think trusted strength. And a letter. Message written. What's the message? What's the writing? What's the writing say? Maybe the message is about stability and the wealth that you have, strength that you have available to you already. That's the message. So if you went inward, you would know those things, and you're not seeing it, which is why you're looking at this reading, because it's giving you clues of where to look when you do go inward, so that you can find the things you need to find to answer the questions you have. But that's where the answers to your issues, whatever they are, lie. You're brilliant, but you don't know how to change that brilliance into what you need. You just kind of, a little light bulb out there in the wilderness, kind of just burning away, but not really providing anything useful for yourself with all that energy output. So if you perhaps turn that energy into wisdom, knowledge, experience, but you have to go in to find those answers. I can't give them to you here. I can only suggest places to look. Okay, that was a message that was sort of channeled for you through me. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Well, that's good. So whatever's been bearing down upon you is, it's going to let up. Full Moon and Capricorn. Okay, full moon in Capricorn. The end of a toughest cycle approaches. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? Hasn't that been the whole reading? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. Let's see, the teaching. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much-needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw this card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Cool, making a plan. Well, that's essentially, here you go. Go in, make your plan. But I think it's a pretty clear reading, consistent message. Yeah, your strength and your wealth are, this message is you will find your strength and your wealth if you go inward successfully to find the answers you need. Because then you'll be able to see the things that are keeping you from being balanced. Now is the time to do it. It's in the environment, but also, now is the time to do this. There's a lot of major arcanas here, and I think you're already struggling with this. So the last half of October may be the time to really kind of lift this on the list of priorities of things to get done. Set up a meditation schedule, go to a retreat, I don't know, listen to a seminar. Just get moving. Joe Dispenza's got some really good stuff right on YouTube that he's been releasing. Joe Dispenza is like so fabulous. Lion, look at that. Yeah, master your situation. Take control. You are brilliant, but take control and master the situation you're facing. And just figure it out. Figure out. No one else can help you here. Figure it out to the best of your ability. Patient, regal, a complete master. The lion is the master of the fire element and the living mascot of self-transformation. A lion personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. There you go, back and forth. Stuck, conflicted. Therefore, the lion is respected by all but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. It's the epitome of peace and strength. Didn't I say that? Peace and strength. So there you go. Very consistent message. Wonderful message. Really hope you're enjoying this, because I think this is an excellent reading. Okay. Well, there you go. Like, share, subscribe if you will. Share with friends if you can. Thanks for listening till the end, because that's really, where the message unfolds in a big way. So, there you go. And I try to keep them short so you're not here stuck forever. You can do it over a lunch hour or something, ride home. Alright, anyway, thanks again, and I'll be back. So keep your eyes open.